Hello everyone, this is the EVS class for Standard 5th. Today we are going to start a new chapter, chapter 20, Natural Calamities. A calamity is an event that brings terrible losses. It is also called disaster. It is caused by nature, so it is called natural calamities. For example, earthquakes, floods, landslides, etc. Let us try to understand with the help of this video. Natural calamities. Natural phenomena that damage life and property on earth, along with bringing about changes in the landforms and water bodies, are termed as natural calamities. Sometimes natural calamities are also caused due to drastic climate and weather changes. Earthquake, volcano, cyclone, tsunami, and floods, wildfires, and droughts are examples of natural calamities. Earthquakes. The shaking of the ground or the earth's crust due to internal changes or disturbances is called tremor. Some tremors are so strong that they cause buildings, bridges, and other structures to collapse. The scientific study of the earthquakes is called seismology. Seismology, Greek word seismos means earthquake and logy means study of. Measuring earthquakes. The Richter scale is used to measure the intensity of earthquakes. It is named after its developer Charles Richter. Effects of earthquake. Earthquakes cause immense damage and destruction of life and property. This includes following: man-made structures like buildings, parks, roads, railways, bridges, and dams sometimes collapse. Landslides, flash floods, wildfires are some harmful effects of earthquake. The surface of the earth also gets deformed, creating major changes many a times. Tsunamis. Tsunamis are caused by underwater earthquake and underwater volcanic eruption or landslides. Landslide in an area where a huge volume of water is displaced, causing massive destruction. Tsunamis can also be caused due to nuclear explosions or when outer space objects like meteorites, asteroids, comets fall on the earth close to or into a sea. Effects of tsunamis. Tsunamis destroy coastal life and property. A lot of reconstruction activities need to be initiated. Affected people need supplies of clothing, food, medicines, drinking water, and bedding on a daily basis. Clearing of the leftover debris becomes an utmost priority in order to prevent spread of diseases. Volcanic eruptions. An opening or rupture on the Earth's crust through which molten rock or magma flows out is called a volcano. The release of lava ash gases is referred to as a volcanic eruption. These openings mostly occur on elevated landforms called volcanic mountains. Magma is the molten rock found in the interior of the earth but is termed as lava when it flows out on the surface of the earth as volcanic eruption. A volcanic eruption releases lava, ash, and gases into the atmosphere from the opening or crack in the Earth's crust. The gases and ash have an adverse effect on the respiratory tract and eyes. The lava burns everything that comes in its way into ash and modifies or creates new landforms. The Deccan Plateaus and Hawaiian Island are volcanic in origin. When volcanic gas cloud mixes with the atmospheric water vapor, it leads to formation of acid rain. Victims need complete rehabilitation as area damaged by volcanoes becomes unfit for settlement. Cyclones. A fast moving, violent, and destructive windstorm is called a cyclone. These are caused due to creation of low pressure zone over the seas. Cyclones are common in and around Bay of Bengal in the northern Indian Ocean. They bring heavy rains and strong winds that are highly destructive. In the northern Indian Ocean, cyclones are more common in months from April to December. Tropical storms in the northern and southwestern Indian Ocean are called cyclones. They rotate clockwise. In the Atlantic and northern Pacific Ocean, these cyclones are called hurricanes. In northern western Pacific, they are called typhoons. Both typhoons and hurricanes rotate anti-clockwise. The effects of cyclone. The strong surging winds carry water into the land areas, causing damage to life, property, and natural surroundings. They lead to tremendous loss of life. Dead bodies lying in the open can cause outbreak of diseases. The victim gets cut off from the world for all practical purposes and thus needs supplies of clothing, food, medicines, drinking water, and bedding. Floods. Cyclonic floods occur in coastal areas, but many inland areas face floods from overflowing rivers due to heavy rains. To prevent floods, we can build interconnected canal systems. Floods are the most common natural disaster in India. Droughts. Droughts are caused when an area received little or no rain for a large period of time. In such places, the earth's surface gets parched and cracked. Lakes, rivers, and streams become dry, and underground water table goes down drastically. Droughts have the most adverse effect on farmers. Droughts results in death of cattle and livestock. Droughts cause shortage of drinking water, drying up of crops, and a jump in prices of essential commodities like food items, sugar, etc. Role of the government. The government issues forecasts and warnings. The government reaches out to save and evacuate victims. It opens rehabilitation centers with food, clothing, water, and medicine supplies. The government keeps food grain stocks reserved for such adverse times. These stocks of food, medicine, and water are also called buffer stocks. Many volunteers and non government organizations provide emergencies such as medical help and rehabilitation measures.